Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much again for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. Let's take a look here at Solana, see what's going on. 222 on the day, down about 2%. Wouldn't say we lost the support at 225, but that's a tentative support range between 220 or 219 and 225, right? So kind of this little range that we're in right now, expecting the price action to bounce here soon. But once again, this is not really the appropriate situation that we're hoping for, but it's never truly always the way that we want it to work, right? So that's kind of just how crypto is. It's really going to do the opposite of what you think it will do half the time, and then it'll do the opposite of what you feel like it should do the other time. So what I'm getting at here is that this little support range, we got to give it a chance to hold, see what happens first. But at this point, 220 has proven to become to be a good support level in the past, and we got to give it a chance to hold. So let's look at some liquidation kind of data, see if there's any kind of merit or incentive for the price to push lower or higher, and just in general, see what we can do to make a well-informed decision. So if you're new to the channel, thanks again so much for watching. If you've been watching for a while, thank you ultimately for being just an awesome part of my life. If you are new to the channel, hit the like button, comment below, maybe see if you can learn something here today. Absolutely appreciate any type of assistance you could provide there, get this in front of more people. So let's take a look here. Last 7 days of liquidation, left-hand side for Solana. We are looking at some liquidation to the downside, of course. Not everything is going to be fully swept, but we can see a lot of liquidation here locally at 222 to 226. So a lot of those late longs got hit hard. And if we take a look here, of course, shorts also got destroyed on the way up to 235. So this is a two-way street, folks. It keeps going back and forth. And at this point here, it does seem probable that we're getting closer to our bottom here. Again, not a ton of liquidation on the downside here because of that. We can see our liquidation delta is shifting, which is actually good. We want to see this tapering off, so that way people feel like they want to buy again, right? Because again, when things are overextended, overpriced, so to speak, people don't want to consider buying. Right now, though, at 220, the conception is that the price action is better, or the price is more relevant to what people are comfortable with paying. I know it sounds kind of weird because we've been in this range for a while, but when you look at the charts with the RSI, that'll actually kind of describe that for us. I'll show that to you here in a second. Let's take a look at the daily time frame and work our way down. Because on the daily time frame, we want to recognize we've been above the 50-day SMA this whole time, which is great. That still gives me confidence that we're in good shape. But again, when we have this 20-day SMA working its way down, it keeps working as a potential resistance zone. So once we get above the 20-day SMA, we can have a much better chance at essentially just feeling comfortable with more of a long position. For right now, we got to give the 50-day SMA kind of that chance to be able to to hold, or more importantly, just staying above that lets us know that we're still in decent shape. It's not phenomenal, not going to sugarcoat it. This is not a great situation, but it's not terrible either. Okay, we're right here too as well, just under 50 on the RSI. And yesterday we were trying to break above that. It looked like we were going to continue higher with stochastic swinging up here. So the truth is we should continue higher based on a technical standpoint, but a lot of this stuff here is kind of like 50-50. So me personally, when I see that, I just don't generally want to trade when I see a coin doing that, and a lot of coins doing that right now. However, you're probably wondering, scratching your head, well, what do you mean? You've already got a trade open with Solana. That's correct, yeah. I'm waiting to see if it invalidates first. Okay, again, you don't just close a trade because it goes instantly in the red. Unless your risk tolerance is really tight, you need to be kind of flexible and open to allowing prices to kind of move up and down when it comes to swing trading, especially in a crypto environment, okay? So again, pending we don't see Bitcoin correct itself to the the 94K range again, and we don't see a 15% correction from Solana, we should be in good shape. So I'm saying that jokingly because I know Solana's not looking very strong right now, but on the same accord, it still has a lot of support in this range, and I don't really think that it's that big of a deal with us traveling into this area. Okay. And again, it's a natural pullback. If you look at TD sequential here, we came up to an overextended state here. We couldn't pass that 235 mark. As we've noted previously, 237 to 242 is a heavy resistance range. And we're pulling back now. We're at a 7. So we've been moving for what, a full trading day plus. In other words, we've been moving a pretty consistent amount, like 28 to 32 hours in the same direction. A lot of times that will turn itself around and reverse itself once you hit that stabilized state. So that's under the impression, we got a really strong continuation potential here for Bitcoin. I think we are likely to see a continuation higher for Bitcoin, and I do think that Solana will recover as well. So if we lead into this weekend at 1015 or higher for Bitcoin, I'm confident altcoins are going to do pretty well this weekend. Either way, that's kind of where we're at there. If we look at our local point of control, let's kind of zoom out a little bit here. Where is all the volume? We are seeing the most amount of volume at 237, okay? And then secondary to that, there's that 219, 220. That's the secondary most amount of volume we've seen with previous resistances in that range, okay? So again, we got to give this a chance to be able to hold as a support. I forgot to look at open interest here, but I'm pretty sure it'll probably be very similar. We are looking at 213 and 226 for those areas of open interest. Okay. Again, open interest, folks, is very similar to points of control because it takes volume and it really just kind of helps you understand where people are buying the most. And with a point of control, a larger point of control being below the price action, that gives us more support too if the price pulls back. Having said that, the Ichimoku cloud is probably going to confirm that we're not in phenomenal shape, which basically just telling us that even though the lagging span is free and clear of the price action and the conversion lines below the baseline, those are two like momentous indications saying that, hey, a short position makes more sense than a long. We're still within the cloud, and that's not considered to be a buy zone. Okay? So you don't want to buy or sell right now at this point. Really just want to wait. And in essence, I think a closure above 226 would be what we're looking for a long, at least with a little bit more confirmation. Because I'd put us above or equal to the cloud. It would put us within or, again, equal to that local point of control. So we should have a better chance at seeing the price continue higher if we get a closure similar to 225 range today. If we don't, it doesn't mean the price is going to go down. It just implies that we got to be kind of careful and respect the fact that that if you have a long position, it may become invalidated. I don't necessarily think a close below 220 is an invalidation. I think 213, that secondary fib level here, is more likely than not going to be our last line of defense. Okay. So anyways, that's kind of where we're at there. I'll post a playout chart in our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord, but I'm not concerned with this kind of price action here. This is kind of standard retracement. A lot of coins are doing that today, minus some outliers, of course, which I will cover here soon. I want to say thank you again so much for just being an awesome part of my life. Don't forget to join us over at Bitunix too, folks. I had $12,000 deposit bonus this month. They're pretty awesome. Check them out. Also, I'll post our playout chart in our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord here shortly. I hope you have a good rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care. Thank you.